Now, I'm currently 32 years old and I've been investing in dividend paying stocks and ETFs for 9 years straight now, buying dividend stocks and ETFs basically every single day the market's been open, reinvesting all my dividends every month and every quarter into more stocks and ETFs, and just doing that year after year after year. Now, as of right now, I currently have a portfolio worth over $1.5 million. I have around 60 different positions of stocks and ETFs, around 28,000 shares altogether. My portfolio pays me around $103,000 per year estimated in dividend income, or around $8,600 per month. Now, in today's video, I want to go through every single position that I'm currently holding on to, how many shares of each that I currently have, and share with you guys everything that I've been buying and selling as of recently. So if you want to see a behind the scenes look into a 7-figure dividend portfolio built from scratch, then make sure to stick around, drop a like down below, and let's get right into it. My A to Z dividend investing ebook has helped countless dividend investors get started with their journey. And my custom dividend tracker that I'm constantly using here on the channel has also helped so many investors stay on track and allow them to see their dividend income in real time. Well, today I have another treat for you guys. I'm not only going to offer you my A to Z dividend investing ebook and the custom dividend tracker, but also just for a short limited time, I'm going to be adding in my brand new weekly dividend blueprint ebook to show you how you can get started with weekly dividend ETFs and add this into your investing strategy. This offer is not going to last long, so go ahead and click the first link down below in my description, and you're going to get both ebooks and the custom dividend tracker bundle. But like I said, please act fast because this won't be around for long. Now let's get back into the video. Now, without wasting any time going into the first position, BDJ, the BlackRock Enhanced Equity Dividend Trust. I have been buying a few more shares of this one as of recently. The ETF is still trading below my average cost per share, but I've been getting paid month after month after month for years now with this one. I still have my 1,649 shares of Devo, the Amplify CWP Enhanced Dividend Income ETF. We still have our 1262 of Verizon stock, which as of recently just paid me a massive dividend. And we're still selling cover calls on our shares of Verizon, trying to get rid of them at some point. We still have our 1,001 shares of Apple stock. We still have our 2746 of QLD. We have our 2644 of Realty Income. You might notice that number has dropped a little bit. I have been trimming off some Realty Income to buy into some covered call style ETFs like SPYI or IYRI or others. Now, I still want to hold on to some Realty Income, but over time, I do think I'm going to continue to trim this one more and more, just because there's some better opportunities in the market, if you ask me. We have our 600 shares of JEPI, the JP Morgan Equity Premium Income ETF. I do plan on selling off these shares at some point and moving it into something a little bit higher yield, like SPYI, for example. We still have our 755 EDP, we have our 700 BST, we have our 491 of JEPQ, which I also plan on trimming at some point here very soon, especially if the market goes back up, and moving this money into something a little bit higher yield, like the NEOS Nasdaq 100 High Income ETF, for example. We still have our 60 shares of ZVOL, we have our 246 of NUSI or now QQQH, we have our XYLD still, our 194 of that, we have our 2527 of SCHD, which I still have been buying shares of every single day the market's been open. Some of you guys might be wondering if I'm still steadily buying SCHD. Yes, I am. I'm not buying it as fast as I used to, but I'm still buying shares of it every single week. 311 of Ultra Group still, we still have our 165 of Triple N REIT, which I also plan on trimming down along with trimming off my VICI at some point here. I'm selling cover calls on VICI as of right now, trying to get paid to get rid of them. We then have our 59 shares of Kinder Morgan. We still have our 285 of Main Street Capital. We have our 351 of WP Carey, which I also plan on selling at some point if it ever goes up in price because I still am down on this one. We still have our 47 PNW, our 255 TSLY, have not touched this one, our 24 UPS, our 20 PBA, our 18 ABR, we have our 16 EXR, we have our 17 SPG, we have our almost 800 shares of SFOL, which just up until recently has been recovering quite well. Now it dropped a little bit because volatility is back entering the market. We have our 9 Stag, our 8 T-Row, we have our 2819 VNQ. I've been slowly trimming this one also, plan on trimming this one a lot more in the future. If and when real estate investment trusts finally go up in price, we have our 200 KO, we have our 700 PSA, we have our 1485 SPYI, which I have been adding to also as of recently. I really want to get this position to 2,000 plus shares, hopefully by the end of this year. We then have our 268 of FEPI, which has recovered decently actually over the past several months. We have our 2 DGRW, our 4 FTVB, we have our 14 BIG, we have our 314 SPYT, which I actually did grab a few more shares of as of recent. I was looking into this one and the total return has not been all that bad. So I grabbed a few more shares of SPYT, although it's still definitely far from my absolute favorite S&P 500 target income ETF. We still have our 24 PEP, we have our 41T, we have our 1 share DIVB, we have our 942 of the NEOS Nasdaq 100 high income ETF, which I have been adding to also as of recently. Then last up on the list are lots of newer names that I just started adding more or less as of recent. We have our 29 AIPI, we have our 2 shares of QQA, we have our 15 abbvie, we have our 266 of GPIQ, our 284 of GPIX, which I actually think I did grab more of both these ones in the last week, so I might have to update that. But these are two of my favorite positions. I've been looking to add a lot more as of recently. If we do see a dip in the market, that's perfectly fine. I have tons of money in treasuries right now ready to go, so hopefully we see a big dip and I can load up on some of my favorite names like these two. We still have our 32 QDTE. I did grab some more Coney actually. I think I have around 300 shares of Coney as of right now. This one is extremely volatile. It's very risky. I'm utilizing all these ultra high yielding positions as much more for fun, for a gamble. So keep that in mind. We then have our 12 shares of XTTE, our 106 of Misty, which I actually think I have a few more shares of this one now too. Our 529 of IYRI. I have been loading up on this one a lot. I've been selling off Realty Income shares and buying the NEOS Real Estate High Income ETF because I like this one a lot better. It's double the yield and much more diversified. We have our 76 EIC, we have our 39 OMA, which I've also been grabbing more of as of recently. We have our 75 QDBO, our 3 Maggie, which I also been obsessed with as of recently. And we have 130 shares of ULTY, again, for a fun gamble position in the portfolio. Now, to give you guys a specific breakdown on names that I'm looking to add to the portfolio aggressively as of right now, and of course this can change ongoingly, but pretty much SHG, which I don't have on this list, GPIX, we have GPIQ, SPYI, QQQI, IYRI, we have BTCI, BIDI, QDBO, Maggie, GIAX, a few shares of that one too, and then OMA. But overall, this is where the portfolio is sitting as of right now. Like I always say whenever I do these sort of videos, this portfolio is far from perfect, it's far from finished. It's an ongoing project that I'm going to work on for the rest of my life. But at 32 years old, I'm pretty proud that over almost a decade of investing, I've been able to get to this point. Now, after looking through the portfolio with me, I do have a question for you guys down below. I want to know one position that you absolutely hate in my portfolio and one position that you absolutely love. Drop those ticker symbols in my comments down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to please drop a like in it and subscribe for more future content like this. Thanks as always for stopping by, and if you are interested in investing, make sure to check out these recent videos I posted right here.